Hi there. What we're going to look at here is how to use Canvas in this class because we have the two platforms, Canvas and Pearson. You'll spend about 90% of your time in Pearson, but there are some uses for Canvas that it's important for you to know. So going into your Canvas, clicking on the calculator. All right, here, again, how to contact me. We're going to go to modules. Now, we've talked about the welcome to class. So what we're going to do is look at these weeks right here, these drop-down boxes. And when you do these drop-down boxes for June 16th to the 29th, this is for the first 2 weeks. You're going to have a lot of the homework assignments, but the first thing you need to do is this is information for the week one, actually, and week two. I should probably change that. And it just kind of talks about what's going to be happening for the first 2 weeks. We're going to do both chapters 1 and 2, and the due dates, they're found in MyMathLab and in Canvas Shell. And let's see, the assignment, Pearson orientation. Okay, what must be completed these first 2 weeks? The assignment Pearson orientation found in Pearson MyMathLab must be completed by June 19th. So this very first assignment, I think there's 6 questions, and it's just an orientation on how to use Pearson. It does count as a homework grade. It needs to be done by June 19th because I have to turn in my census. And if you haven't done this assignment, then I tell the registrar and they kick you out of the class. So, if nothing else, complete this 6 question assignment, probably take 10 minutes to do by the 19th. Most of the time, except for the end of the class, most of the time, homework is due Sunday night at midnight. But in this case, it's a little bit sooner. Number 2, start chapters 1 and 2 assignments in Pearson. You can watch the video lessons found in your Canvas shell if you need help with the material, and I'll talk about that. Again, I'll talk about download the Respondus Lockdown browser in order to take the exams. So what you have, in order to take the exams, you'll have to download this lockdown browser. It's not the video monitoring section of Respondus. It's just the lockdown browser. Now, they say that it works with Chrome, but so far, people with Chromebooks have not been able to download this lockdown browser, and you cannot take a test until you download this. And when we get into Pearson, I'll talk more about how to do this, and it only has to be done once, and then you're good to go for the rest of the class. But we'll talk about that. Let's see. Pay attention to due dates and plan accordingly. So, and I really want to encourage you to contact me if you have any questions with these platforms, with the homework. I don't want you to stress about it. We really don't have time to stress about it. 8 weeks isn't a lot of time. So the sooner you contact me, the better we can get you going. All right. So again, this information will be here. I'm going to look at the next week. Week 3. Once again, information for week 3. Make sure you read that. Okay, just in case. Sometimes there's a mistake in a video, and I'll tell you about it in this information. And just kind of a heads up on what's to come for the week. All right, let's go back to week 1 and 2. This is your first assignment. Here is a video on how to install Respondus for exams. So if you can watch, it's not very long, it's just a short video. And then this is an optional practice test. Now, these are not links to the exact homework assignment. These are links that get you to Pearson, and then you have to navigate Pearson. The main thing for Canvas, the information for the week, and then also instructional videos. This is a direct link to my YouTube channel for this section for a video lesson. You may want to try the homework first. And if you're struggling, you can go back and watch the video lesson that I made for this section. Video lessons are not required for you to watch. They're there to help you if you need it. So you can try the homework, watch the video lesson, or you can watch the video lesson and then do the homework and then ask questions. But before you contact me, I really want you to look at the video lesson to try to figure out what's going on. Here's a video lesson for section 1.6, and here's the homework assignment. So once again, Canvas is used for information for the week, and these are links to video lessons for each of the sections. And let's see, they also have due dates. You know, this one's June 29th, exam number 1. Let's look to see what happens when you click on this right here. When you click on this, it takes you to this page. And then this is a link to Pearson. Hopefully it gets me directly there. Sometimes it doesn't like it. Okay. Then you can sign into MyMathLab. So what might be faster is just to bookmark this right here, and then you sign in. All right, so you might want to bookmark this page so you don't have to go through all of that. Let's go back. So these are just not exactly a direct link to that homework assignment. It's just going to get you to Pearson. I'll do another video on what do you do once you're in Pearson. But I just kind of want a quick overview of how to use Pearson, mainly video lessons, and heads up for the week. All right. Okay. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.